This is Glynis Doyle. She's a full-time 1L. Glynis, what's your take on first year?
My take on first year is that it's a lot of work, but it's actually more fun than I thought it would be. You meet a whole group of new people and you're all sort of in it together, so there's a lot of camaraderie.
How is the life of a 1L different or similar to what you expected coming into law school?
I actually thought it would be more competitive. I was pleasantly surprised that people want you to succeed, they want you to do well. The professors are all really open, and I wasn't sure that I'd be able to develop relationships in large classrooms. But if you go out of your way to try, you really can get to know all of your teachers.
What do you have coming up this summer?
I will be taking advocacy, and I'll be working with the Northern California Innocence Project, which I'm really excited about.
And can you briefly describe what the Northern California Innocence Project is?
Yes, it's actually a class in conjunction with hours where I actually get to work on cases and do real substantive law. So it's a chance to sort of practice everything I've been learning about all year.
And what attracted you to the Northern California Innocence Project?
Honestly, I think it's my only opportunity to do this sort of thing. It's not the type of law that I plan on going into. I'm doing the JD MBA program, so I'm much more business and contract oriented. And I feel like this is my one chance to do something that's incredible that I wouldn't normally get to do.
How is your experience as a JD MBA different from a law student just doing law school full-time?
Well, my MBA program starts next year, so the way that it was different is that I really needed good grades my first semester. They do look at your first semester grades, so it's definitely just one additional thing to keep in the back of your head that it really is relevant, even if it's just a midterm grade. For the business school, it still matters. And also just looking ahead, I have to take math over the summer, so just more planning, more financial aid work, but other than that, it's you really do get to know all the law students, and you really are just law focused for your first year.
What's your take on professors here at Santa Clara Law?
I actually have been blessed to get some really good professors. I really don't have much negative to say about them. Other than it being one test at the end of the semester, it's great fun. They all bring in their real-life experience, which I really like, especially my contracts professor references work he does on a daily basis. So it's not just a professor talking about something completely in the abstract and theoretical. These people know what they're talking about. And my civil procedure teacher clerked for Justice Stevens. So when she talks to me, I listen. She knows what she's talking about. So.
What's your advice on a balance between schoolwork and your personal life?
To work on it. I definitely take time to go to the gym, I take time to have friends, but it's a lot of work, it is, and I've become much more adept at scheduling. I sort of live by what my Google Calendar tells me I'm doing at any one given time, and one nice thing is that you're with a group of people experiencing the same thing. So, whereas my socializing used to be maybe going shopping or going out for a drink with some girlfriends and having a quiet evening, now it's going to a coffee shop and discussing con law. So it's still a social life, it's just slightly different type of social life. More law-oriented at all times.
How would you describe the social life and the atmosphere here at Santa Clara?
I think it's fun, but it's driven. I mean, everyone's here for a reason, and I think that's reflective in everything. There's a lot of activities, a lot of ways to get involved, and a lot of ways to get involved in ways that reflect different types of law. So if you're interested in social, you can go to New Orleans and do that type of thing. If you're interested in community service, there are a lot of great opportunities that I got to participate in through that. So they really tie a lot of the social activities into your legal field, which is nice.
And what kind of extracurricular activities have you been involved in, and are you interested in being involved in the future?
So this year I thought I'd take it easy and not run to be on SBA or anything like that. So for my 1L, I just joined the few things that I knew I'd have time for and be able to really dig deep and get involved in. I was on the social committee. I was in the community service club, and I was a partner in the Women in the Law Club. So it was fun.
And why did you choose Santa Clara University?
Santa Clara University was actually my first choice. I wanted to stay in the Bay Area. I had been working in business for about 7 years before I decided to come back, and the JD MBA program just looked phenomenal. Everyone that I talked to really enjoyed their experiences at Santa Clara, and I wanted an alumni network that was strong. So.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Glynis.
Thanks.